Another birthday spent staring at a post-it note stuck to my laptop. Jordan, need you to handle the Henderson account today. Also pick up Dad's dry cleaning. No happy birthday. No acknowledgement that I'm turning 28 today. Just another list of errands. I'm Jordan, and I've spent the last 6 years working for my family's investment firm, where being a Brewer Simpson means everything, except when it comes to actually being treated like family. Girl, tell me you're not working on your birthday again. Shanice's voice cuts through my thoughts as she bursts into my office, carrying a small cupcake with a single candle. I swear, your family would forget their own names if it wasn't printed on the building. I manage a weak smile. Thanks, Shanice. At least someone remembered. Did they seriously? She glances at the post-it and rolls her eyes. Unbelievable. Even after last year's disaster? Last year, my mother Fatima had thrown an elaborate party for our company's biggest client, completely overshadowing my birthday. When I mentioned it, she'd said, "Oh, honey, you're too old for birthday parties anyway." Speaking of disasters, I say, nodding toward my office door where my sister Michaela is strutting past in her designer heels. Here comes Hurricane Self-Absorbed. Michaela pokes her head in. Jordan, Daddy needs those Henderson files by noon? She pauses, eyeing the cupcake. Oh, is it someone's birthday? Shanice nearly chokes on her coffee. Are you serious right now? What? Michaela's perfectly plucked eyebrows furrow in confusion. It's your sister's birthday, Shanice says flatly. Oh. Michaela's face floods with fake concern. Right. Happy, birthday, Jordan. We should totally do dinner sometime this week. Sure, I mutter, knowing sometime this week means never. After Michaela leaves, I pull up my banking app. 6 years of forgotten birthdays, Christmas gifts that were clearly re-gifted, and borrowed items that were never returned. I've been selling them all, piece by piece, on various online platforms. The total makes me smile. Enough for something I've never done before. Shanice, I say, turning my laptop around. What do you think about the Maldives? Her eyes widen. Girl, that's like stupid expensive. Exactly. I click book now on the most luxurious resort package I can find. First-class flight, overwater villa, private butler. Your family's going to flip when they find out. That's the best part. They won't know until I'm already there. I feel a rush of adrenaline as I confirm the booking. No more waiting for them to remember I exist. My phone buzzes. It's my father, Quinton. Jordan, where are those Henderson files? Still working on them, Dad. By the way, do you know what day it is? Tuesday. Look, just get those files done. Your mother's planning a charity gala, and we need to free up some capital. Of course. Another gala. Another chance for my mother to parade around in designer dresses while I crunch numbers in the background. After hanging up, I start planning my escape. 2 weeks in paradise, all to myself. No family drama, no last-minute errands, no being the forgotten daughter. You're really doing this? Shanice asks, watching me book everything. Watch me. I pull up Instagram and start following luxury travel accounts. For once, I'm going to be the one they're envious of. What about the office? I laugh. They want those Henderson files? They can do them themselves. I've got 6 years of unused vacation days. As I finish the bookings, my mother sweeps into my office without knocking. Jordan, darling, I need you to coordinate with the caterers for next week's gala. I look up at her, something shifting inside me. No. Excuse me. I said no, I'm taking a vacation, starting tomorrow. But the gala isn't my problem. I stand up, gathering my things. I'm sure Michaela can handle it. She's so good at everything, right? My mother's face turns an interesting shade of red. We'll discuss this at home. Actually, we won't, because I won't be there. I grab my bag and the cupcake Shanice brought. I've got some packing to do. As I walk out of the office, Shanice trailing behind me, I feel lighter than I have in years. My phone starts buzzing with messages from my family, but I silence it without looking. You know they're going to lose their minds when they see your vacation photos, right? Shanice grins. I smile back, feeling the satisfaction of revenge served ice cold. That's exactly what I'm counting on. The moment my feet touch the warm wooden planks of my overwater villa, I know I've made the right decision. 48 missed calls, and countless unread messages later, here I am, surrounded by nothing but turquoise water and infinite sky. Miss Jordan, would you like a tour of your villa? My personal butler, Marcus, stands at a respectful distance, hands clasped behind his back. Yes, please. I follow him through sliding glass doors into what feels like another world. The villa is bigger than my apartment back home, with floor-to-ceiling windows that make the ocean feel like part of the room. Your private infinity pool is here? Marcus gestures to the deck. And this glass floor panel allows you to view marine life from your living room. I crouch down, watching colourful fish swim beneath my feet. For the first time in years, I feel myself truly breathing. Your family has been trying to reach the resort, Marcus mentions carefully. Hotel policy is to protect guest privacy, unless I say otherwise, I finish for him. Thank you. I'd like to keep it that way. After Marcus leaves, I change into my swimsuit and settle onto a lounger. My phone buzzes again. This time it's Shanice on WhatsApp. Girl, your Instagram story is breaking the internet, her message reads. Your sister is having a meltdown in the office. I smile and open Instagram, posting a photo of my feet propped up against the infinity pool's edge, endless ocean in the background. Caption: sometimes you have to choose yourself first. Within minutes, the comments start rolling in. Michaela: why didn't you tell us about this trip? Mum's worried sick. Fatima: call home immediately, young lady. Violet: living your best life. I ignore them all and order a piña colada from the resort's app. When it arrives, I take another photo, making sure my designer sunglasses, bought with the money from selling Mom's thoughtful, re-gifted scarf, are visible. My phone rings. It's my brother Seth. Unlike the others, I actually answer. Hey stranger, he says, and I can hear the smile in his voice. Quite a show you're putting on. Enjoying the drama? Michaela called me in tears, saying you've lost your mind. Mum's threatening to fly out there. I laugh. They don't even know which resort I'm at. True. He pauses. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I forgot your birthday too. You're the only one who's actually apologized, Seth. Well, you know me, the family disappointment who moved away. Speaking of which, these photos are giving me serious vacation envy. Mind if I join you next week? Really? I sit up straighter. Yeah, I could use a break from the startup life. Plus, I want to hear all about how you pulled this off. Before I can answer, my phone beeps with another call. Michaela again. Sorry, Seth, can I call you back? Hurricane Self-Absorbed is on the other line. Have fun, sis. And hey, happy belated birthday. I switch calls. Yes, Michaela? How dare you post those photos, she shrieks. Do you know how this makes us look? Mum had to cancel her lunch with the Stevensons because she's so upset. Oh no, not the Stevensons, I deadpan, taking another sip of my piña colada. However will the family survive? This isn't funny, Jordan. Where did you even get the money for this? Remember that Hermes bracelet you borrowed last year? And those designer shoes Mum re-gifted me that were 2 sizes too small? Amazing what people will pay for authentic luxury items. Silence on the other end. Then, you sold our gifts? Hard to call them gifts when they were never really meant for me. I'm telling Mum. Go ahead. While you're at it, tell her I just booked a sunset cruise and a private beach dinner. Oh, and a spa day tomorrow. I hang up and immediately post another photo. Me blowing a kiss to the camera with the caption, Paradise Found. Marcus appears with fresh towels. Excuse me, Ms. Jordan. Would you like me to arrange a private yoga session for tomorrow morning? The deck is perfect for sunrise practices. That sounds wonderful, I pause. Actually, could you take a photo of me in the infinity pool? He obliges, capturing me floating on my back, arms spread wide, pure bliss on my face. The sunset paints the sky in shades of pink and gold behind me. As I review the photo, another message pops up from Shanice. Your mum just stormed into your office looking for your travel documents. Should I tell her you shredded them all last week? I reply with a single emoji. Then I turn off my phone, slide into the infinity pool, and let the warm water wash away 28 years of being the good, reliable daughter. Tomorrow, I'll post more photos. Tomorrow, I'll let them squirm a little more. But right now, in this moment, I'm exactly where I need to be, far away from everything and everyone who ever made me feel small. Day 3 in paradise, and my Instagram feed has become a masterclass in elegant revenge. Each post is carefully curated. Breakfast on my private deck, yoga at sunrise, snorkeling with sea turtles. The comment section has turned into a battlefield. My phone lights up with a FaceTime call from Shanice. I prop it against a coconut while sipping my morning smoothie. "Girl, you will not believe what's happening here," she says, ducking into the supply closet at work. "Your mother just had a complete meltdown in the conference room." "Do tell." I adjust my designer sunglasses, another converted gift. "So she's showing everyone your posts, right? Saying how ungrateful you are, how she's given you everything. Then Violet, from accounting, she pulls up receipts showing how your mum's been underpaying you compared to other employees with the same experience." I nearly choke on my smoothie. "Violet did what?" "Turns out she's been gathering evidence of workplace discrimination for months. Your mum's face turned so red, I thought she was going to explode." Marcus appears with fresh towels. "Your spa appointment is in 15 minutes, Ms. Jordan. Would you like me to escort you?" "Thank you, Marcus." I turn back to Shanice. "Duty calls. Keep me posted?" "Wait. One more thing. Your dad's been asking about the Henderson account. Should I tell him you left all the files encrypted?" I smile sweetly. "Tell him the password is my birthday, if he can remember it." After hanging up, I post a new photo. Me in a white resort robe, cucumber slices ready for my eyes, caption reading, "Self-care isn't selfish." During my massage, my phone keeps buzzing. I check it afterward. "Fatima, this behaviour is unacceptable. Your father is furious about the Henderson files." Michaela, "Mum's crying because of you. Hope you're happy." Quinton, "Call me immediately regarding the account access." Seth, "Booked my flight. See you in 3 days, sis." I'm about to put my phone away when a message from Violet pops up. "Hey, hope you're enjoying your vacation. We should talk when you get back. There's a lot you need to know about what's been happening at the company." Before I can reply, my father's name flashes on the screen. For the first time since arriving, I answer. "Where is the password, Jordan?" He sounds strained. "Hi, Dad. How are you?" "I'm great. Thanks for asking." "This is no time for games. We have a meeting with the Hendersons tomorrow." "Interesting. When's my birthday, Dad?" "What? What does that have to do with—" "Just answer the question." Silence. Then, "Is it March?" "Wrong. Try again." "Listen, young lady." "No, you listen." My voice is steady, calm. For 6 years, I've worked overtime, weekends, holidays. I've cancelled dates, missed friends' weddings, put my life on hold. And you can't even remember when I was born. "I'll double your salary," he says quickly. "Just give me the password." I laugh. "You know what's funny? I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just done." "Done? What does that mean?" "It means I quit." "Check your email. My resignation letter was scheduled to send today. The Henderson account details will automatically forward to Michaela in exactly 1 week. Plenty of time for her to prove she's the superior child. You can't do this to us. We're family. Funny how that word only matters when you need something from me. I hang up and immediately post a video of myself diving into the infinity pool, captioned, "Making a splash." Sometimes you have to dive into the deep end of life. Minutes later, Shanice sends me a video of the office. My mother is pacing, phone in hand, while Michaela frantically tries to guess my birthday. My father is at my desk, staring at my resignation letter. "Your mum just said," and I quote, "We've given her everything, and this is how she repays us?" I almost laughed out loud, Shanice texts. I respond with a photo of my spa schedule for the week. "Send this to Michaela. She always wanted to be the favourite child. Now's her chance to prove it." As the sun sets, I sit on my deck, watching sharks glide through the illuminated water below. My phone buzzes with a message from Seth. "Just saw your resignation letter. Bold move, sis. Mum's threatening to cut you off." I text back, "Can't cut off someone who's already free." Then I post one final photo for the day. Me raising a champagne glass against the sunset, wearing the diamond earrings I bought by selling every last thoughtful gift they'd given me over the years. The caption reads, "Here's to new beginnings, and remembering your own worth." The likes and comments pour in, but I don't check them. Instead, I watch the stars emerge over the ocean, feeling lighter with each passing moment. Tomorrow, I'll meet with the resort's career counsellor. Turns out they have a position opening in their investment division. Paradise might just become permanent. "Ms. Jordan, your sister is quite insistent on a video call," Marcus says, holding out my phone. "She's contacted the front desk 7 times in the last hour. I'm lounging on a yacht, champagne in hand, watching dolphins play in the wake." "Fine. Put her through." Michaela's face appears, mascara smeared. "How could you do this to us?" "Do what? Take a vacation, quit my job, or finally stand up for myself?" "Mum and Dad are beside themselves. The Hendersons are threatening to pull their account, and not my problem anymore." I adjust my sunglasses, making sure she gets a good view of the ocean behind me. "How's that password hunt going?" "Please, Jordan." Her voice cracks. "Just tell us the password. I'll help you plan a birthday party when you get back." "A birthday party?" I laugh. "You mean like the one I wanted last year, when you scheduled your engagement photo shoot on my birthday? Or the year before, when you borrowed my car to drive to the beach with your friends, on my birthday?" "That's not fair. I didn't know." "Exactly. You didn't know? None of you ever knew, because none of you ever cared enough to remember." A crew member appears with fresh fruit. "Would you like the chocolate fountain with that, Ms. Jordan?" "Yes, please." I smile at Michaela's widening eyes. "Oh, and some of those golden strawberries." "Golden strawberries?" Michaela sputters. "They dip them in edible gold leaf here. Quite expensive, but then again, that Cartier bracelet you borrowed and lost fetched a nice price." Her face pales. "You sold that too?" "Along with every other meaningless gift you all gave me. It's amazing how much money you can make selling things people never really wanted you to have in the first place." "Mum and Dad are flying out tomorrow," she blurts. "They've hired a private investigator to find which resort you're at." I nearly drop my phone laughing. "With what money? I froze the Henderson account, remember? And good luck with that PI. I booked everything under a different name." "You what?" "Oh, and Michaela, while you're all scrambling, you might want to check your email. Violet's been quite busy gathering evidence about wage discrimination and nepotism in the company. I hear the Labour Board is very interested." The yacht hits a wave, sending spray across the deck. I lift my face to it, feeling the cool mist while Michaela has her meltdown. "You're destroying this family," she shrieks. "No, this family destroyed itself. I'm just finally showing you the receipts." A notification pops up. Seth has posted a photo of his packed suitcase with the caption, "Off to join the rebellion." Michaela sees it too. "Seth's coming there. That's not fair. He hasn't worked for the company in years." "Exactly. He got out early. Smart guy." "I'm telling Mum about this." "Go ahead." "Oh, and while you're at it?" I turn the camera to show the yacht's crew setting up lunch. "Tell her I'm having caviar for lunch. The really expensive kind. You know, like she serves at her charity galas." After hanging up, I post a series of stories. Me feeding dolphins, sipping champagne, lounging on the yacht's deck, each one tagged with "living my best life" and self-worth. Shanice texts, "Your mum just fired Violet." But girl, Violet had backup plans. She sent all the evidence to the Labour Board before getting escorted out. It's chaos here. I forward the message to Violet. "Need a vacation? I know a great resort." Her response is immediate. "Already packed. Send me the details. Also, your mum's face when she got the Labour Board notice? Priceless." Marcus appears with a satellite phone. "Ms. Jordan, your father is on an urgent call. Let me guess, he remembered my birthday. He says it's about your trust fund." I take the phone. "Hi, Dad." "We're cutting you off," he says, without preamble. "No more trust fund, no more company shares, no more—" "Already sold them," I interrupt. "Last week, along with every stock option you ever gave me. Check your company's trading history." Silence. "What's wrong, Dad? Isn't this what you taught me? Buy low, sell high, and always have an exit strategy?" "You've gone too far," he growls. "No, I finally went far enough." I watch a dolphin leap from the water. "By the way, I just got offered a position here at the resort, heading up their investment division. Turns out my experience is worth quite a lot when it's not being undermined by family politics. I hang up and turn to Marcus. Could you arrange a welcome dinner for my brother Seth? He arrives in 2 days. Of course. And shall I continue declining your parents' attempts to book rooms here? Please. Oh, and Marcus, make sure the photographer captures every moment of my sunset dinner tonight. I hear my sister loves seeing food photos on Instagram. I stretch out on the deck chair, feeling the sun on my face and freedom in my heart. Let them come looking. They'll never find me. And even if they do, they'll find someone very different from the daughter they thought they knew. Remember this? I hold up a tarnished silver locket to my laptop camera, where Shanice is watching via video call. Sweet 16 gift from Mum. She forgot she'd given me the same one for Christmas the year before. I'm sitting cross-legged on my villa floor, surrounded by photos of everything I'd sold to fund this escape. Each item tells a story of thoughtlessness. That's the one she bought in bulk for client gifts, right? Shanice asks. Yep. Sold both for $800 each. Turns out they were actually vintage pieces she got at an estate sale. My phone buzzes. Another email from the family lawyer. Delete. Your mum came by your apartment today, Shanice says. Started demanding your spare key from the building manager. Let me guess. She wanted to check if I'm okay? More like check for evidence. But that new manager? Total boss. Told her without a warrant she's not getting anywhere near your place. I hold up another photo. Remember this disaster? The size 2 designer dress Michaela gave me for Christmas? To motivate me to lose weight? Girl, you were already a size 4. Sold it to a vintage shop for $3,000. Paid for my first-class upgrade? I pause, picking up another photo. This one hurt the most, though. The watch? Dad's graduation gift. The only time he seemed genuinely proud of me. I trace the empty box in the photo. $10,000. Funded my first week here. My phone lights up with a text from Seth. Landing in 3 hours. You won't believe who I saw at the airport. Before I can reply, Marcus knocks. Ms. Jordan, there's a situation at the front desk. Your mother has somehow discovered the resort's location. My heart skips. How? It appears someone tagged the resort in one of your photos by accident. I check my recent posts. There it is. A location tag on my sunrise yoga photo. Amateur mistake. She's trying to book a room, Marcus continues. However, we've maintained your privacy request. She's quite insistent. I can imagine. Fatima in full meltdown mode, designer handbags swinging, demanding to speak to managers. Send her to the sister resort on the next island, I suggest. Let her enjoy a wild goose chase. My phone buzzes again. Seth. Update. Mum's at my gate. She thinks I'll lead her to you. Little does she know I'm flying to a different island first. I text back. You're learning, big brother. Shanice's voice pulls me back to the laptop. Your dad's called an emergency board meeting for tomorrow. Something about restructuring the company. Let me guess. Removing my name from everything? Girl, they can't. Violet made sure of that before she left. Speaking of... Shanice grins. Check your email. I open my inbox to find a message from the Labour Board. They're launching a full investigation into the company's hiring and compensation practices. Your mother's face when she got served with papers? Shanice continues. Priceless. Even better than when she found out you sold her precious Birkin bag. Ah yes, the Birkin. Another borrowed item that funded my escape. $20,000 of sweet revenge. My phone rings. Michaela again. I answer on speaker. How dare you sell my things? She shrieks. Your things? I scroll through my photos. You mean the things you gave me as gifts? Or the things you borrowed and never returned? That Cartier bracelet was mine. Really? Because I have the gift receipt with my name on it. Want to see? Mum's having panic attacks because of you. No, Mum's having panic attacks because her perfect world is crumbling. How's that Henderson account going, by the way? Silence. That's what I thought. I pick up another photo. Oh, remember this? The Chanel bag you needed to borrow for your engagement party? The one you spilled wine on and never replaced? You're being childish. No, I'm being thorough. Every gift you gave without thought, Every item you borrowed without permission, they all funded this lovely vacation. Poetic justice, don't you think? Marcus appears again. Ms. Jordan, your brother's flight has been redirected to our private landing strip, and your mother has just booked a room at our sister resort. I smile. Perfect. Make sure she gets the best room available, on my account. You're paying for Mum's room, Michaela asks, confused. Consider it my last gift to her. Let her see exactly what her thoughtless presence bought me. After hanging up, I post one final photo for the day. All the empty gift boxes and cases spread out on my villa floor, with the caption, "Thanks for funding my freedom. Best gifts ever." The likes start pouring in immediately, including one from Violet. Karma's got nothing on you, girl. I close my laptop and start getting ready for Seth's arrival. Tomorrow, the real show begins, and this time, I'm the one writing the script. They're going to lose their minds, Seth says, adjusting his camera angle. We're sitting in my villa, about to launch the most elaborate part of my revenge plan. Everyone ready? I ask, checking my phone. Shanice and Violet are on a group chat, waiting for the show to begin. Your mother and father just checked into the sister resort, Marcus reports. They're demanding a boat to this island. Perfect timing. I smooth my designer dress, another converted gift, and press the button to join the video conference I'd scheduled. One by one, they pop up on screen. Mom, Dad, and Michaela, all sitting in their luxury resort suite, looking furious. Dad's face is red. Mum's makeup is perfect, of course. And Michaela's scowling. Happy family meeting day, I say cheerfully. Love what you've done with your hair, Mom. The sister resort salon is excellent, isn't it? Enough games, Dad snaps. Where are you? Closer than you think, further than you'll get. I angle my camera to show Seth lounging on my couch. Look who made it. Seth? Mum gasps. You knew where she was all along. Sure did, he grins, raising his coconut drink. Best vacation ever, by the way. Bye. Now, I continue. I've called this meeting for 2 reasons. First, to show you something. I start sharing my screen, displaying a spreadsheet. This is every gift you've given me over the past 6 years, along with their resale values. Mum's face goes pale as she reads the items. The Birkin? My limited edition Birkin? The one you gave me last Christmas, right after you borrowed it for your charity gala. I scroll down. Sold for $20,000. Paid for this villa. You ungrateful? Dad starts. Oh, we're just getting started. I switch to another spreadsheet. This is my salary history compared to other employees. Notice anything interesting? Like how Michaela made twice my salary with half my experience? That's confidential information, Dad sputters. Not anymore. I smile sweetly. The Labour Board has it all. Violet says hi, by the way. Michaela jumps up. I earned that salary. Really? Then you won't mind handling the Henderson account alone. Speaking of which, I pull up a timer on screen. That encrypted file unlocks in exactly 1 hour. Better start guessing my birthday. This is ridiculous, Mom snaps. We're your family. Are we? Quick quiz then. What's my favourite colour? What did I want to be when I grew up? What was my first pet's name? I pause between each question, met with silence. Seth? Blue marine biologist, and your goldfish was named Bubbles. He answers promptly. See? Not that hard if you actually pay attention. Dad leans forward. What do you want? Money? A promotion? I want you to feel what I felt. Every forgotten birthday, every borrowed item, every dismissive comment. I hold up my phone, showing them my new business card. By the way, I'm the new investment director here at the resort. Turns out my experience is quite valuable when it's not being undermined by family politics. You can't just, Mum begins. Actually, I can. And I did. But here's the real reason for this meeting. I press a button, and their resort room TV turns on automatically. Look familiar? They turn to see footage of an empty conference room, the one at their hotel. That's where you're headed next. There's a lovely tea service waiting, very expensive, very elegant. I smile, just like all those lonely birthday dinners I had, while you were too busy with galas and client meetings. What are you talking about? Michaela demands. In 10 minutes, You'll get an invitation to tea with Jordan. You'll rush down, expecting to finally confront me in person. I lean back, but I won't be there, just like you were never there for me. This is childish, Dad growls. No, this is karma. By the way, the Henderson file password? It's April 15th, my birthday. Not that it matters now. I've accepted their account here at the resort. They seemed quite impressed with my personal approach to client relations. Mum's face crumples. We've given you everything. No, I cut her off. You gave me things. Things you could borrow, things you could show off, things that proved what a generous family you were. But you never gave me what I actually needed. Respect, recognition, love. The timer on screen hits 0. In their room, a server appears with a tea invitation. Enjoy your tea, I say softly. I hear the view of the ocean is spectacular. Almost as spectacular as watching your perfect world crumble from my infinity pool. I end the call and turn to Seth, who's slow clapping. Brutal, he grins. Absolutely brutal. My phone lights up with messages from Shanice and Violet, who watch the whole thing. Queen behaviour. The tea service set up? Genius. I stand and stretch. Marcus, could you bring us some champagne? We have some karma to celebrate. They sat there for 3 hours, Seth says, showing me the surveillance footage on his phone. We're having breakfast on my deck the next morning, watching the sunrise. Mum kept asking the staff to check if you were running late. Michaela threw a tantrum when they finally realised you weren't coming, Violet adds through my laptop screen. She's settled into her own vacation at a nearby island resort. Your dad actually flipped a teacup. I spread butter on my croissant, savouring each bite. How's the office? Complete chaos. Shanice chimes in from another video window. The Labour Board investigators arrived this morning. They're going through everything. Marcus appears with fresh coffee. Ms. Jordan, your mother is attempting to reach you through the resort's business line. She's claiming it's about an investment opportunity. Tell her our minimum investment is $5 million. Cash only. I wink at Seth, who nearly chokes on his orange juice. My phone buzzes with a text from an unexpected source, Violet's sister, who works at the sister resort. Your mum just tried to bribe a boat captain to bring her to your island. He took her money and drove in circles for 2 hours. You know what the best part is? Seth says, reaching for more fruit. They still haven't figured out that the Henderson account transfer was automatic. Michaela's been trying random dates for hours. As if on cue, my phone lights up with Michaela's call. I put it on speaker. Is it Mum's birthday? She asks frantically. Nope. Dad's? Wrong again. Your graduation date? You didn't even attend my graduation, remember? You had a spa day. Silence then. I did. Yep. Posted all about it on Instagram. Sorry, sis. Self-care comes first. I mimic her voice. Just like you post about your beach trip on my birthday last year. Jordan, please. The Hendersons are threatening to pull everything. Not my problem anymore. They're quite happy with their new investment advisor. I pause. By the way, how's that tea service trauma working out? She hangs up. Brutal. Seth grins. Pass the mango. Marcus returns with a tablet. Your mother has just posted quite an interesting statement on social media. Would you like to see? I take the tablet, reading aloud. Heartbroken that my daughter has chosen material wealth over family love. We gave her everything, and this is how she repays us. Please respect our privacy during this difficult time. Oh, and she tagged all their country club friends? Check the comments, Violet suggests. I scroll down. Didn't you forget her birthday last week? Pretty sure I saw you at the spa on her graduation day. Wasn't that Birkin bag in your Instagram post last month? The internet never forgets, Seth laughs. My phone pings with an email. It's from Dad's executive assistant. Thought you should know. Your father just called an emergency board meeting. They're trying to void your company shares. I forward it to our family lawyer with a single line. Exhibit A for the Labour Board. Ms. Jordan? Marcus appears again. The resort's general manager would like to meet with you regarding the investment director position. He's quite impressed with how you handled the Henderson transfer. Perfect timing. I stand, straightening my dress. Seth, want to come watch your little sister become your parents' competition? Wouldn't miss it. Before heading to the meeting, I post one final photo. Me and Seth at breakfast, both of us raising coffee cups with the caption, "Family isn't about blood, it's about who shows up." Right, Michaela BS? Shanice texts immediately. Michaela just threw her phone across the office. The general manager's office is all windows and ocean views. As I shake his hand and take a seat, my phone buzzes one last time. A message from Mum. "Whatever they're offering, we'll double it. Come home, please." I type back. "Home? I am home. By the way, my birthday's April 15th. Not that it matters anymore." Then I turn off my phone and focus on the general manager, who's spreading out contracts and expansion plans. "We're particularly interested in your ideas about sustainable luxury investment," he says, "and your social media presence is exactly what we need for our younger clientele." I smile, thinking of my family sitting in their borrowed luxury, surrounded by borrowed importance. "I believe in authentic experiences," I tell him. "No pretense, no borrowed glory, just genuine value." Speaking of value, he slides over a salary offer. I look at the number and think of all those forgotten birthdays, all those borrowed items, all those dismissive comments. The figure is higher than anything my family ever paid me. When can I start? As I sign the contract, I can almost hear Michaela's scream of frustration from the other island. Some things, it turns out, are worth more than family obligation, like self-respect, like recognition, like revenge served on a silver tea tray. "Ready for this?" Seth asks, as our seaplane descends toward the mainland. After 2 weeks in paradise, we're heading back, but not to grovel or surrender. Born ready. I check my phone one last time. The Labour Board investigation has exploded across business news. Family firm faces nepotism investigation. Mum's going to love that headline. We land to find Shanice and Violet waiting with matching grins. "Your parents are at the office," Shanice says, hugging me. "They've been there since dawn trying to damage control." Perfect timing then. I straighten my resort name badge, now reading Investment Director. The familiar glass building looms ahead. Inside, whispers follow us through the lobby. Everyone's heard the stories by now. The forgotten daughter who turned the tables, the encrypted files, the Labour investigation. "Jordan!" Michaela spots us first, rushing over in her designer heels. "Thank God you're back. We can fix this." "Already fixed," I interrupt, heading for the conference room. "Just not the way you wanted." The board members are already seated, Mom and Dad at the head of the table. Their faces flash through surprise, anger, and fear as I walk in. "What is this?" Dad demands. "Quarterly investment review," I say sweetly, setting up my laptop. "Oh, but I'm not here as your daughter. I'm here representing Paradise Resort Holdings." Mum's perfectly manicured hand trembles. "What are you talking about? While you were having tea at the sister resort, I was securing contracts with your top 3 clients." I pull up the presentations. The Hendersons were just the beginning. "You can't," Dad starts. "Actually, I can." And I did. See, they appreciated having an advisor who remembered their birthdays, their children's names, their preferences. Amazing what happens when you actually pay attention to people. Michaela slumps in her chair as I continue. Paradise Resort Holdings is launching a boutique investment division. We're offering personalised service, ethical investment options, and... I smile directly at Mum. Actual family values. "This is ridiculous," Dad sputters. The board has already seen the Labour Board's preliminary findings," Violet interrupts, sliding folders across the table, including the pay disparities, the nepotism, and the creative accounting. Seth steps forward. "They've also seen my audit of family assets. Interesting how many company resources went to personal use. Those charity galas weren't very charitable, were they, Mum?" The board members shift uncomfortably. "So here's what's going to happen," I continue. "I'm not here to destroy the company. I'm here to offer a partnership. Paradise Resort Holdings wants to work with firms that demonstrate ethical practices and genuine client care." "And if we refuse?" Mum asks quietly. "Then the Hendersons, Wilsons and Jacobsons take their combined $100 million to Paradise. Your choice." Dad's face reddens. "After everything we've done for you." "Done for me?" I laugh. "Let's ask the board something. Anyone know when my birthday is?" Silence. "April 15th, a quiet voice says. Everyone turns to Michaela, who's staring at her hands. It's April 15th. I looked it up in HR files yesterday. First time you've ever known it, I note. Funny how consequences make people pay attention. I stand, smoothing my dress. You have until the end of the week to decide. Oh, Mum, that Birkin bag you've been crying about? I pull out a familiar orange box. I had it authenticated. It's fake, like everything else you've given me. The board erupts in whispers as Mum's face crumples. Jordan, wait! Michaela calls as I reach the door. I'm sorry. For everything. I turn back. Prove it. Be better. Not for me. For yourself. Outside, Shanice high-fives me. Girl, that was legendary. Not done yet, I say, pulling out my phone. I post a photo of my new office view at the resort. Some call it revenge. I call it revolution. Here's to building something real. Seth throws an arm around my shoulders as we walk out. So, boss lady, when do I start? You're hired, I grin. First task, help me plan my birthday party for next year. I'm thinking beachfront celebration? With real gifts this time, he promises. My phone buzzes. A message from the board's chairman. Partnership approved. Your parents have been moved to advisory roles. Congratulations, Ms. Director. I show the message to Violet, who's already booking her flight back to Paradise. Want to head up our compliance department? Try and stop me, she grins. As we leave the building, I spot my parents through the conference room windows, looking small and lost in their expensive clothes and borrowed importance. For a moment, I almost feel sorry for them. Almost. Ready to go home? Seth asks. I look at my real family, Seth, Shanice, Violet, and smile. Already there. Behind us, the glass tower reflects the setting sun, turning everything to gold. Sometimes the best revenge isn't about destroying what hurt you, it's about building something better from the pieces they left behind. And sometimes, paradise isn't a place. It's the moment you finally set yourself free.